like, let's talk about Hex Catcher for just a second here. I'm a little less optimistic about this card than the rest of the Merfolk community. In the sense that I don't think it solves a whole lot of problems that we have in Modern. Like, it doesn't... I don't... It increases our clock a little bit because it's a little bit faster. But I think this card is very, very good if we get our really good one-drops, which they don't exist yet. So, in this build, I'm going to play with 4 Benthic Biomancer, 4 Tide Shaper. So, in a world where... we have really good one drops, then we can go turn one drop into turn 2 like Hex Catcher, and then sack the one drop, and then hopefully be in really good shape. What else to say about this card? So I think it's still completely whiffing on any matchups that we're having trouble against. Like Hammer Time, this does not help us very much because the deck is very mana efficient anyway, and also they can like Stoneforge activate in Hammer and completely dodge this ability. What else do I want to say about this? So I think in the matchups that we need a lot of help, it's not helping us all that much. In the matchups where we don't need help, like it's a counterspell, right? We are a counterspell deck. We play with counterspells. We play with Spell Pierce, Force of Negation, Counterspell itself, Chalice of the Void. So it is just convenient that maybe it's a counterspell on a creature, and hopefully that will be good enough. I mean, maybe I don't even need Chalice of the Void here in the sideboard at all. And because it's a counterspell on a creature, makes it a little bit more awkward, I think, for the Cascade decks that use like Artifact Destruction in order to disrupt things like Chalice and Relic of Progenitus, I should say. Okay, I think one of the best features of this card, blue and 1 generic, is that it's a generic. And that in theory, I'm not going to do it in this build because we're going to play with all the heavy blue cards. But in my other build, version 1, we can get off of so many blue cards and be a little bit more on colorless, which allows us to play with Mutavault. And I think Mutavault is an incredibly big... I love Mutavault. I think Mutavault's great, but I have to admit that it's pretty clunky in today's modern metagame. But if we have a Lord now that can be cast off of Mutavault, that's great. That's great. Then we can start shoving more Mutavaults into the deck, which is what I also did in my Flash version of the deck. We have 4 Blast Zone, 4 Mutavault. Or maybe I can play a deck with just Blast Zone. I don't know what the optimal mana base for this is. So I'm gonna... So yeah, a lot of people are saying no Svelune. So I played a deck like this a long time ago, and it was pretty good, except that Mirror Reedry was just a little too expensive and clunky for the deck. But now we can replace Mirror Reedry with Vodalian Hexmage. I have no idea if this deck is gonna work. This version just might completely flop. But I'd like to push the sort of low casting cost lords, but also one mana creatures to the task with the Hex Catcher. And we know while we're at it, we'll play with spreadings. We'll play the 8 Cs sort of effects. And yeah, no Svelune, because Svelune's a little clunky. Svelune is not the best thing in the world. Subtlety is still a staple in blue? Absolutely. I think this is the only way you can beat Elemental. The only thing that gives you a chance against Elementals versus, especially Amulet Titan. This main deck, no chance versus Amulet Titan. After we sideboard and all this stuff, we're heavily favored. Hexcatcher was my pre-release promo. Hope to get some tips here on how to build Merfolk. Well, nobody knows how to build it properly. Nobody knows how to build it properly. Svelune feeling left out of the party. Don't worry, it's going to be back in the party in our future. Okay, so let's talk. Let's play. Let's go play some leagues. But this is my first game. All right, here it is. My first game with this new deck. I have 1 land in hand. I'm going to mulligan it. Even on the draw. This looks fine. Get rid of 1 Benthic Biomancer, I guess. Time to loot. Ooh, blue deck. Oh, that blue deck. I think we're up against Affinity of some sort. Oh, we might just crush them. They might just get crushed beneath this Cavernous Souls and all these Lords, if this is Affinity. If it's a... I don't know if this would be a Grinding Stone deck. Or is a Saga. Ledger... Oh, I think this is the Grinding Stone deck. Yeah, this is the Grinding Stone deck, which in that case, I don't know if we're advantaged here. I don't even know how the deck works. Marv says, what app is this? This is Magic Online. It's funny how so few people even know what this program exists. Alright, they didn't have an impressive turn, which is good for us. Maybe we're just gonna Trickster on their turn. With one thing on the stack, why not? Or is it better just play a Lord? And then Trickster this maybe on a future turn? No, maybe they can use the mana for Springleaf Drum, so I guess I'm just gonna Trickster at upkeep. Make it harder for them to use their mana. And we can hoof them for a bunch of damage. They are a grinding station deck. I don't even know how the deck works, but I'm assuming they mill themselves. They've milled themselves out and then play Thassa's Oracle. They're going to play a Lightning Bolt here. Or okay, sure. In some sense, that's good. Then that means it doesn't hit our Biomancer. Do they have a land for their Urza Saga? They do. I'll just take this both up to 2. Maybe it's better to leave it on 1, because I would just attack in for an extra 2 for no reason, and I think I'd like to get this Benthic Biome. This Benthic Biomancer might be clunky on a future turn, so maybe I'm just going to leave it on 1 for now. Ooh. Ooh. Well, I guess we can just wait. It's not a big deal. Or cancel. They're going to kill a Lord. They can kill this one. Pretty freely attack here. Hold up interaction for Underworld Breach. I have nothing. Nothing for Underworld Breach. Not in the main deck, at least. The deck just won SCG Columbus. Opponent is a follower. Only Mishra's Bauble. Don't you want to attack first, then crack your Mishra's Bauble? Okay. This doesn't change anything. If they don't have removal, we're far ahead here. Because I'll play Biomancer. That's not bad. That's, you know, that's annoying. Does that change the math? They can attack for 8. Maybe I'll change the math a little bit. I do have Harbinger, which will be very useful. Okay, they can bounce something. They'll probably bounce a Biomancer. If they bounce anything at all. This actually is a bit tricky. Maybe I'm going to lose. I'm going to get tempoed out because they can spell bomb and then bring it back with Emery. Let's ban that stupid Urza Saga. I should be in good shape versus Urza Saga because I have main deck like 4 Spreading Seas, 4 everything else. Okay. And pass. How does this work? Pay a blue, turn target creature, yeah. Do you see Goblins be Black-Red won a modern event? I saw it. It's not unexpected. Crazy, they didn't use their Spell Bomb. I mean, I guess they could use it now, too, if they wanted to. I guess they have enough mana, it doesn't matter. Oh, you know one problem with the Spell Bomb is that it would shrink the constructs, if that's a problem. Why Benthic Biomancer? Does that have the same synergy with Hex Catcher? Having creatures out early is going to maximize on Hex Catcher. Not to say that it's going to work. It could fail miserably. But Hex Catcher is a lot more clunky if you're not playing with 1-drops. Biomancer is not... I don't like it, but it's not terrible. Right now we are playing with a brainless... like Merfolk deck right now. Brainlessly Lords. Did they mill over station? I don't think so. Hexcatcher seems better in 20 Lord Simic. No, it would be terrible. Then the deck would be unplayable. I assure you, if you go all in Lords, the deck is trash. Under no circumstance in any environment will be a Lord.deck be playable. So just wipe that from your mind. Everyone likes the idea of like an all-in Lord deck, but it will do absolutely nothing. Random says, forgot about my custom cards on Wednesday. Live chat people kept yelling at me for not making the cards accurate, and I was banned Reddit custom cards for posting too much. Well, so you gotta slow down. Yeah, you custom card people. You guys are really excited. You gotta, like, you gotta slow down. You gotta one at a time. The 16 Lords plus Mindslinger. Yeah, it's too many Lords. I wonder what they're thinking about. They're thinking. Thinking about something. Hey, Alan. It is modern. Wait, can Lord.deck win on turn 3? No, it can't. And it's so easy to disrupt. Removal spell this, counter spell that, block this. I mean, it's super vulnerable. Alright, what's gonna happen here? Oh, this thing's coming in! Because our Lord gives Island Walk. Alrighty then. That is funny. That is funny. Okay, so we are gonna have to chump block something with something. They went all in here. Does Merfolk have a chance versus 4-color Omnath pile? Yes, but it's still a bad matchup. So this is 7, 8, 9, so I have to chump block. Yeah. Chump block a Rooney. Can I win on the counterattack back? Yes, I can actually. So if they bounce a Lord, so I'm gonna hit for 5. Not terrible. Not good though. If they have nothing, we win because we can pump up one of the Biomancers. There's yeah, I am back to mono blue, but like it's not really that big of a deal. Or can they draw a card off of this? Underworld Breach. Am I smoked now? John Lancard has escape. Escape cost is equal to the mana cost plus 3 other cards from your graveyard. Okay, maybe I'm screwed. That was a very good card to have. I can't tell if our opponent's playing really slow, so they're probably multi-queuing, which is really annoying. I hate it when they do that. If there was a... I guess it's... multi-queuing is something that is encouraged by Magic the Gathering Online because it would make them more money if more games are being played. But it makes the game experience for the people against the multi-queuers just miserable. Actually, they're running out of mana. Okay, so if they... I don't understand that. Because now you can unholy heat one thing, and that's it. Or are you hoping to combo off this turn? And if you unholy heat one thing, then like whatever. Or they have a card in hand, so maybe it's a good one. Okay, so you can connive. Yeah, they might draw the station. I mean, maybe, yeah, maybe they'll combo off. Well, the Springleaf Drum is offline because the 2 creatures are tapped, so they only have 1 mana left here. I would think their best bet was just to play a bunch of removal and bounce. Like, they could Unholy Heat Lord and then bounce something with Aether Spellbomb. And then I'm only getting in for at most 5 or something. They discard another Breach. Yeah, that's pretty useless. The onus is on them to do something about our board, though. Yeah, that's not enough. I can still attack for 6. Oh no, I'm only attacking for 7. Oh yeah, I forgot, because this is actually killing the thing. Okay, so the onus is on me to draw a card. So we need to find a lord. We got a lot of lords in our deck. Come on, Hex Catcher, this is your moment. We haven't even drawn Hex Catcher. This is the first game of the first match of everything. All right, we got a few draw steps, though. We have 2 draw steps. The draw step and then a Benthic Biomancer. Okay, they draw a card. Do we have any legendaries here? No? I'm trying to figure out, is it worth it to play the Otawara? Would that do anything for me? Because I can loot the vial. I think I can freely play this Otawara. It changes nothing. Keep my life total 1 point higher if necessary. So, I mean, there's a lot of good stuff. Trickster. Trickster, Harbinger is good. Lord wins. Oh! Well, what do you know? Well, what do you know? The Hex Catcher arrived just in time for the hoof. There we go. The debut, ladies and gentlemen, of the Vodalian Hexcatcher. And we get that game. What do you know? Okay, this is going to be complicated sideboarding. To some degree, I want to dismember everything. This is really complicated. Harbinger might not be so good. Even though that it is a creature. I think we might I just bring in like 4 Force Negation. see, Chalice. I think on the play I could put Chalice on 0, but on the draw I'm not going to do anything. Is Biomancer really that good? Biomancer is pure shit, but it's going to be I'm trying to make it an enabler for this deck, which worked. We were super aggro and it worked out. Chalice on 0 stops the combo. There's no way. Like, that's the problem. Like, you want to bring in all this graveyard hate, you gotta take something out, and I think I'm gonna I think I'd rather play out like a tap out deck. Where's Feloon? Too expensive for this deck. The curve of this deck is beautiful, I know. I mean, I could take out Silvergill Adept. It's not that important. I could take out some Silvergill. How many creatures am I gonna have? 26. I could also take out Spreading Seas. It's not that. Also, yeah, maybe we take out some Spreading Seas. It's nice to have for Urza Saga. I don't think it's that mandatory here because our opponent, we already have Island Walk. Take our Silvergill Adept back. Chalice on 1 might not be too bad either. 1 land in hand. I'll dump it. What's in your flash deck that you mentioned? Flash creatures. Including Spellstutter Sprite. So some people are asking, where's Sveloon? Where's Sveloon in this deck? I played a version of this deck like back in 2015, 2016, like a really long time ago. They mulligan? They did mulligan. Good, because we're going to do the same. Maybe, do we keep this? Nah, if we don't draw that land, we are doomed. Okay, we have a land here. We have many lands. I guess I'll drop Trickster, I guess. So I played a version of this very similar looking deck a long time ago. And the main problem with this deck was that it had Rejury in it, and taking the vibe up to 3 just really sucked, or it was just too hard to cast a Rejury. And now I'm thinking, like, with Waterlog Grove, Force of Negation, and now this extra Lord, this deck looks way more viable. Yes, well, you gotta remember your playtesting from like a million years ago. Do you think you would have the Leyline of Anticipation in your flash deck? No, that's completely irrelevant. It's a waste of a slot in the 75. Wait, does Grinding Station chain off to kill you in 1 turn? Yes. Amazing Wally still wants to play a Simic flash deck in Modern. It almost makes it in Pioneer, but Wilderness Wreck is banned. We don't need Wilderness Wreck to play a Simic flash deck. How do I fit in at my local LGS? I feel like they all have their play group, and it would be weird for me to ask to join. No, I mean, you have to ask to join. Startups and conversations. Hey, you want to play test? Okay, so they decided to keep, and we're gonna keep. I feel like the resolution is off. Does anyone else feel that way? Maybe it's just me. And we mulligan, so I'll get rid of the Trickster. Hopefully they do not have Urza Saga. Even though I think Trickster is sort of poopy against Urza Saga anyway. What are you drinking? Some sort of berry herbal tea. What? It's got all the berries in it. Richard Smith, serious question. Has Power Creep left Silvergill Adept kind of behind? No, but Power Creep has made the advantage of the card advantage of Silvergill Adept not nearly as impactful as it used to be. That's how I would put it. Merfolk used to have a big advantage because of the card advantage from Silvergill Adept, so Spreading Seas, Mutavault, and it's just gone now. It's no longer such an advantage as it used to be. Well, I'm gonna assume that's important. I sort of want to keep the Lord, but I can't. I think I'm just going to be down too many cards. Did I exile the long... No, I had 2 Lord of Atlantises. Damn it, I went through my turn by accident. This is a great card to cast. Okay, that's interesting. I can end up screwing myself really hard here. So if I attack, they block. Well, I could attack. They attempt to block. If they have no counters here, I think they're like really screwed. I could always trickster the token later. Yeah, I want to keep this thing. If they have a counterspell, then so be it. Actually, what I should have done is baited them maybe with a Chalice on 0. Alright, hopefully... Well, they might have Prismatic Ending, but whatever. Great token. Ooga, ooga. Ooga, ooga, ooga. Their hand must be very scary. I mean, they did nothing. They didn't even play a burn spell on this, so they might have an answer to this. They might have... EE, maybe? What do you think of Glimpse of Tomorrow combined with Foundry? I have no idea. Oh, they might have Emery, which will be pretty weak given the scenario. So we can dismember Emery in theory. Useless, useless, useless. Useful. Okay, so we have to dismember the Emery. Come on, land, so I can trickster and dismember at the same time. Alright, we got it. It's gonna be painful though, still. I think they still need colorless mana, though. Maybe I was wrong about that. Well, I mean, even then, like, engineered explosives on 2 is still very strong versus us, so. Why isn't Snuff Out legal? Well, it's not legal. Not yet, at least. Do they play a Braid in Modern? Absolutely, they do. Could come out at any moment. Okay. Apparently the 0 was more important than the 1. Or maybe they have 2 prismatic endings, I don't know. That's the problem. Damn prismatic ending. Just splash white in your deck. You have an answer to everything. Yeah, why stream snipe? Yeah. I've accused so many of my Thoughtseize opponents of stream sniping me. When really they just had Thoughtseize. And they had perfect information anyway. How do they know what's in my hand? They're playing as if they know every single card. Then Chad is like, well, they played Inquisition or Thoughtseize. Okay. Okay. I still don't know why they took away the 0-1. Oh, maybe it's so that they can play EE on 0 and blow up the other one? Are you worried people cheat and watch you while playing you? I only had that worry on Twitch, to be honest. I was most suspicious of people when I was on Twitch. But these, on YouTube, I'm way less suspicious, even though they probably do know that I play here. All right, let's just go all in. Hopefully they don't sweep the board or something. Oh, I can't play this Benthic Biomancer because of this guy. Okay. We both get screwed here. So, if you want to get rid of this Chalice at any moment, it's good. It's good for me. I'm good with that now. What does a good one-drop Merfolk look like to you? Merfolk Champion of the Parish. Alright, it's a win-win situation. Aha! Aha, you're going to screw around with me, aren't you? Well, that is good next turn. Okay, so they clearly have removal for Lord of Atlantis, so I shouldn't do anything right now. Just pass. They didn't not attack because they know they can... So my Lord of Atlantis is about to bite the bucket. There's just nothing I can do about it. You know what I probably should have done? I probably should have left... Maybe leave the Benthic in hand? But then I'm not really doing anything. Good news, Nikachu. There is a new Merfolk Lord in Dominaria United. Thanks for letting me know. What does it do? See, this is so the possibility of me leaving Benthic in my hand. Did we lose from here? There's no grinding station. There is EE though. Mill more cards. They have 2 more mana. They can't actually do a whole lot. But I mean, it might be the value Underworld Breach might be good enough. I mean, they have basically lethal on the board. Yeah, Force Negation exiled their station a long time ago, but this might be enough to win. They can just Unholy Heat 2 things and whatever. Millmaster with the super chat. This is all it takes for people to plunge into insanity. One night alone with themselves and what they fear the most. Thanks so much. I appreciate it, Millmaster. Okay, what are they going to do with their turn? This lonely Force of Negation in my hand. Dre says, that's like one of those Internet Explorer memes where more time passes, the funnier it gets. Here's the super delayed super chat. Gemmin, hey, good luck with Hex Catcher just hopped on the stream. No! They're not going for the EE. I guess that's fine, where they can Unholy Heat this thing, I guess. What is going on here? I guess they still have 2 cards in hand. Who knows what they are? Oh! Oh! Now this... Whatever. I might as well attack with 2 of these. I guess I could attack with Benthic. That's like a semi-bluff. This is interesting. I could force this. They take 4. I'm gonna take 5 next turn. I guess this gives me the best chance of winning the game, I think. Because then I can top deck a Lord of Atlantis and maybe win? I don't know. Also lets me use my Force Negation. They're at 5. Nah, this has got to be lost. They'll just Ether, bounce, and then do it again. Oh, no, or yeah, or they could get Engineered Explosives. We top pick Lord of Atlantis, we die to Emery. Well, this is a bad spot anyway. So what, I had to let the thing die, then pump up Benthic Biomancer? Or I guess no, I had to let it die, them take 2, counter whatever they played. It was a really bad spot. They still have this Ether Spell Bomb on the battlefield. That is interesting. That is interesting. Okay, the game is not over yet. Upkeep before they draw any counter magic like Mystical Dispute. Just when I was gonna say Merfolk Trickster is absolute trash. Can't always say the player is bad. This is a really convoluted deck. Like, if you don't know all the ideas, then you're not going to play it optimally. Oh, God. Again? How many of these will you want to play? Man, the mulligan hurts so much. If we had 1 card left in our hand, like, we would have hit the first Underworld Breach a long time ago. Oh, we just died of that. Yeah. Story checks out. All right, we go to game 3. You got bounce? I don't have bounce in the sideboard. Bounce would be terrible in this matchup. Wait a minute, does Hurkyl's Recall do anything? Probably not. I think I'm just going to run this back. I don't mind. If I drew more lands, well, that's too much to expect. When the die roll, excellent, I will... this hand's fine. The interaction is sort of poor, but I'll take it. That's not good. Alright. Our opponent's also really low on time. They might just lose on time. I don't think I can do anything about this. Well, since I have to cast my 1-drops now. We're not going to put Chalice on 1. We got the Hex Catcher here. Are we allowed to play it, though? Sure. Underworld Breach. Mox Amber, Expressive Iteration. one advantage of playing such a low curve deck is that, well, you get a little screwed on Ether Vial. It's not a big deal. Okay, grinding station. Help them grind. Alright, where do I start here? I guess I start with Hex Catcher. And I can play it at flash speed. Another grinding station. Nothing I can do. Would you like to sacrifice... What does it do? Sacrifice an artifact? Would you like to sack the Pithing Needle? By all means. Maybe this doesn't work because they're going to Unholy Heat or something. Okay, I do get a land. I guess I could have tried to screw them. I don't know if I really want to screw them. Okay, they do have that. That's fine. And pass. Let's see. They're pretty close, I guess, to winning. Oh, Lord! It's another Lord of... Wait, what? More Lords. Eon 2 is very awkward for them. Because they'll blow up their grinding stations. And I do have a pretty substantive clock at the moment, so... Drew another Ether Vial, that's not good. I'll keep it in my hand just in case I draw a Benthic Biomancer and we have to, like, blow it up. No, we're gonna keep Waterlog. Do we crack Waterlog Grove or not? You know what, I'm gonna pass. We're gonna, I don't know, represent Force Negation, and then end of turn I can crack the Waterlog Grove if I really want to. Oops, well, okay. Screw that. Drawing garbage. They don't have anything either, and pass. But I was supposed to crack that Waterlog Grove. Plains Ponder, how's it going? It goes. It looks like our opponent's drawing bricks. Blair mills 3 cards. Are they going for it? They just got rid of their engineered explosives. Like, what are they going for here? Filling the graveyard with something? I think they're flooding out. Eon 1 to do what? Okay, now I'm gonna crack the Grove. I got a Cavern, no big deal. Otawara. Interesting. So you're going to blow up your Pithing Needle, but you're also going to blow up my Vial. Okay. Play Lord, and then I'll play another Vial. They need to, yeah, I think they need to answer my Chalice of the Void in order to do anything. Alright, Ether Vial turned on, and their fetch lands turned off. Not that that matters at all. And if it matters, I have an Otawara next turn. Oh god. Whenever an artifact enters the battlefield. Oh, I screw myself. Do they have anything with flashback in the graveyard? I'm so paranoid here. What is the new Lord replacing? Well, I replaced it with a lot of stuff. They went out their own way. All right, we're on the board. 1-0. So for anyone who wants to see the list before we go further, this is the current list that I'm playing. It's a very... It's a take on a very, very old list that I played back in like 2015, which was like 18 lands, 4 Vile, and it was like maxed out on Lords. But the Lords were a bit clunky with Regery, so there's like nothing above 3 CMC here. And I know Svelune is very tempting, but no, we're not going to play it. And we're maxing out on the 1-drops, which actually helped in that game. The 1-drops were everything, because we got underneath our opponent. We're maxing out on Island Walk and Disruption. And to some degree, I guess the Hex Catcher in this deck is replacing Force Negation, because this acts like counter magic. How many black sources can you put in a Hive of the Eye Tyrant sideboard? I don't know. Okay. I was hoping we were going to be... this is going to be a fast league. It's turning out really, really slow. What's going on here? Oh, we won the die roll this time. Oh, this hand honestly looks terrible for my deck. My deck is very mana efficient. Keep, I guess, but it doesn't... I don't want to mulligan on the... On the draw, I might mulligan this, just because my deck can do better, but on the play, I don't want to mulligan. Because then we might be down too many cards against some random deck that's super full of card advantage. Are we up against the same deck? Are we up against the same deck, chat? Okay, maybe not. Right on time. Oh, maybe we can turn them into a mono island deck. Would Mystical Dispute also be better in your case rather than Force Negation? It's better against some matchups, but not all. Like, it's not good versus Living End, for example. Ragavan. Spring Seas is not even good versus Ragavan. Alright, let's go. Mystical Dispute is great versus Living End. If you play Force Negation and Protector with that, yeah, that's fine. But it's not good otherwise. It's weird, they have no removal. Oh, here comes the removal, I guess. Put one card on top of their library. Top of their library? Oh. Dragon Rage Chandler. Lightning Bolt is revealed. If they still only have 3 card types so far. The Delirium on this was not necessary. Sorry, the surveilling part of this was not necessary. That would be a juicy card. Another one. And another one. Yeah, you're very late. Also useless. Well, I mean, I could... What do I do? Spam the board with creatures? Slow them down? They still know about my Harbinger. We'll bounce this because it doesn't have haste, and also if they have extra Ragavans in hand, they can't play them anyway. Now I have 2 blockers for a singular Ragavan. Although the flyers are probably just going to kill us if I can't answer them. It looks like they're just... They got all the mana... They have all the mana in the world. I think we should be favored in this matchup, though. I think this is going to be a good matchup. Because we have a lot of Island Walk Lords. They do have a lot of tempo, but this is really low. The curve is really low to the ground, and Harbinger is generally pretty good versus Murktide. See, now they're not even attacking. Maybe they don't even have anything. Okay, so that's a turn. Because they're so close to dead. They're actually really close to dying. Like, that's a good card. Okay, hold on. Let's start spreading, seizing stuff. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna... Nothing. That's right. Oh, that's a great draw, too, because that's an extra creature I can put into play. Let's attempt to get that in play. What do I do here? I could... I have some funny options here. Like, I can shut them off all their red mana. Or I just play Lord of Atlantis and have the Hex Catcher up. Okay, hold on. Let's say attack. I could attack for 8 here. They go to 5 when I can sack the board to keep, like, a few creatures alive. Yeah, that seems okay. Okay. Then I can sack, like... Well, I can sack, like, 2 creatures, I guess. Maybe that's the most I can do. It's just that Spreading Seas is, like, a pretty crappy tempo play. Being at 10 is convenient. They can't, like, attack me with Dragon Rage Chandler and, hit me with Bolt. Also, they have to attack. Okay, no blocks. Had no intention. Okay, and then they concede. Do I want to bring in Chalice? They don't know about it yet, so maybe. Subtlety is, like, okay-ish. Spring Sea is actually trash. Just got lucky that it was sort of useful in that game. What do I like more? I don't love Force and Negation. I don't love any of these cards, to be honest. Don't even love Relic. This deck taps out a lot, so it's... Like, one reason I've built this sideboard is so that I can... You know, Force and Negation doesn't take any mana, Subtlety doesn't take any mana, and Chalice on 0 doesn't take any mana. Mana and Chalice is extremely strong. If they sideboard correctly, they're probably going to bring in some more 2-drops. Like, they'll bring in a Braid for Aether Vial, for example, or it's very easy to blow... They might have EE? No, maybe they won't have EE. No, they might have EE on for 0. Or, like, they'll bring in EE for 2, but they can also put it on 0. And I'm on the draw. On the draw. Okay, I'll bring them in. I'll bring them in. They're coming in. Relic is in theory good, but it's actually just very hard to use in this matchup. Damn, this is a bit of... this is a close one. I'm gonna keep this. It's a bit greedy, though. I don't know if I can be so greedy with this deck. It's pretty tight on mana. And I only have one drop. And I have no bounce. So, I mean, if they play... Yeah, I'm gonna mulligan this. So if they play any creatures that are, like, basically invincible, I'll keep this. I'll dump the Manamo. I don't even have Manamo in this deck. It doesn't do anything. Please don't choke and boil. Ooh. This is an 18 land deck, by the way. So I'm a lot happier with this hand. This is a good hand. If the first hand had removal for any 1-drop creatures, I would have kept it. The thing is, I had a Chalice, but I had no means of dealing with, like, a Ragavan or Dragon Rage Chandler if they resolved. So, like, for 2 turns, they could just do whatever they want. The Shredder. Probably I'll just let them do... Do I just let them do whatever they want? Sure. I can bounce it later. I don't want to, like, Trickster on their turn and then they, like, counter it. And they clearly still have counter spells in their deck, which is awkward. I don't like Chalice on the play or draw versus blue-red. I like it if they're not prepared. The problem is that these decks can sometimes be very prepared. You see? Anyway, this is actually not going to hurt us as badly as usual. That's fine, because we actually have a land-heavy hand. Oh, you're on defense. A defensive Shredder. Keep drawing cards while they're tapped out. What to do with this? Oh, we have to pass. Chalice hits a lot of their engine. They have no engine. Okay, now this is interesting. What they're telling us is they've got counter spells like Archmage's Charm. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna pass the turn again and then start interacting on their turn. We'll start with, like, I guess an upkeep Trickster. Or maybe we won't. Archmage's Charm? The hand's clunky, that's for sure. Whatever it is. Okay, I'm not going to do anything. I thought I was going to upkeep something. No more upkeep anything. They know I have Trickster in hand. A lot of lists do not play Dragon Rage Chandler, only Shredder. No, that's not true. Yeah, it is true. A lot of lists do that, but a lot of lists are still on the Dragon Rage Chandler. Archmage's Charm this. I dare you. I double dare you. Oh. Well, damn it. Whatever. I'm over it. Okay, they are going to Archmage's Charm, so that's sort of good. That means we can We get 2 counters? Can you do that twice or just once? I will not pay. Crap. Okay, actually, so that ended up being okay. Ended up being okay. Okay, so we're gonna chalice on 1. And I guess pass the turn. And crack Waterlog Grove at end of turn. Sure. I sort of want to save at least 1 Harbinger for the Murktide that might come out. Consider. What are you going to consider here? Consider leaving it over there? Ha 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 ha. Actually, I guess I could just put it in the graveyard. Oh, here comes Murktide. Here come Big Papa. Should be a huge Murktide, too. I might just die to this Murktide. Yeah, Big Papa. It does nothing. Okay, now they can attack for 3. Well, that's nice, but this is a smidge late, so how to play out this hand? Take 8 damage, go to 8, bounce it back. Okay, this is just the most mana efficient thing we can do. And I'm playing this all right now to get underneath counter spells. Now, I mean, this is a real question. Do I attack for 3? They go to 13, then I have 6 next turn. 3, go to 13, 6, go to 7. There's at least 7 damage on the board. I guess I'm going to get in. I mean, if they attack with the Murktide, I get in for an extra bit of damage anyway, so I'll just wait. Can you try bouncing the big boy? Keep Hex Catcher to hit on re-enter. Hex Catcher only counters non-creature spells. If it was creatures, now we're talking. Now this would be legacy playable. I technically don't have Island Walk, as funny as that is. Okay, I'm going to get Wallop for 8 damage. That actually was good, because if they have Counterspell, I'm going to save some life. Or sorry, if they have Counterspell, I have another one. Yeah. They kept all the counter magic. If I had 1 Cavern of Souls, they'd be really screwed. That was a punt. That was a huge punt. I should attack first and then play Harbinger. Ah, damn it. That was so stupid. Big, big mistake. That was a clear 9 damage. Now it's not so clear. Whoops, you're not going anywhere. Oh, wait a minute. I could counter it. Oh, that was stupid. Okay, that was a second punt. I forgot to counter the counter spell. So what I could have done is attack for 9, then cast the first Harbinger. When they play counter spell, I just sack it. And then I have the other Harbinger for this Ledger Shredder. That would have been a great line. That would have been a fantastic line. Instead, I have this crap line now. It's legacy playable as it is? I guess so. Yeah, reading... Well, no, I know how the card works. I just don't... I'm not used to the interaction. You know, I'm not used to having everything being a curse catcher. And if my opponent's at 7, they're so close to dead here. Is there anything... How big is this? It's a 7/7, so that is lethal. Okay, I need an answer. That is bold. What'd they do that for? I guess they have removal? What did they do that for? Well, I have no choice but to attack, so we are going to attack. Oh, they're at 10. I thought they're at, you know, for some reason I thought they're at 7. They're not at 7. Anyway, we're dead. And maybe we would have been dead anyway, but I don't think. I don't think. No, we wouldn't have been dead because I could counter the first thing. Okay. Choose target spell. Sack this thing. I just want to assert my dominance here. Yeah, either Vol for the win. Although Chalice did a lot of work here, I guess. Okay, I'm just going to concede. Right, going to game 3. Now, I might side Chalice out now. Given how that game played out. They know about Chalice. But what are they going to do about it? Can they do anything about it? Maybe not. So I'm on the play. I'll have less faith in Force Negation. Might have a little bit more faith in Subtlety. Because this is at least a useful creature somewhere down the line. You know, keep it like this. Bring Relic. I actually don't like Relic in this matchup. It's... If they've got Shredder or Ragavan on or Dragon Rage Chandler online, it is just near damn impossible to keep their library, their graveyard empty. And I just find it's completely pointless. Like fighting over the graveyard seems useless. Fighting over the battlefield is way more useful. Not enough mana. Just enough mana. Keep our opponent mulliganed. We'll get rid of Subtlety, and hand looks great. Especially with Cavern of Souls, and we know they have a bunch of Mystical Disputes, Archmages, Charms, Counter Spells. They kept them all last time. They might side them out, some out on the draw. Because it's a pretty poopy... They are poopy cards on the draw. Oh, nice. He has Borrower, yeah. Oops. Oh, stole my turn. I really like Relic. It shrinks Dragon Rage Challenge. Just for a turn. It's not useful. Yeah, you will shrink it just for a turn, and then it gets big again. And this particular type of deck is going to tap out a lot. So I don't want to hold up the mana. I also don't want to, like... I mean, I do want to exercise some amount... Woo! Although this may not be that good. They've got petty theft and stuff. They're gonna fetch. They're gonna bolt me or something. Bolt me. Aw, damn. If they bolted me, that was a sign. I got 2 counters. I'm a charge counter deck. The Shredder. Yeah, so like Relic is useless while stuff like this is out. It's just you're just not doing much. I just rather play to the battlefield. It's so easy to get Delirium back online. Honestly, I'd just rather tempo out my opponents. Alright, we draw a card. think it's cool that in their upkeep you can flash in tricks to remove Ledger Shredder's ability for a turn. Yep. I might attempt to do that right now. I will. It's funny, Chalice on 0 might have been more useful. Yeah, they're just discarding the 1-drops. Discarding the 1-drops. I have to say, I actually really don't like Trickster right now. It's it got a lot weaker over the last few years. To the point that I'd actually prefer to play Dismember, but in this particular Lord-based deck, I have to max out on creatures, so we're running it anyway. That is very interesting. I guess we just put this in play. And hope they don't blow up my board with engineered explosives. Well, I guess I could, oh no, oh, there's no point leaving this in my hand. Okay, that's 4 damage, and then actually we can in theory counter an engineered explosives, but it won't be beautiful. It won't be pretty. We do have, actually we don't have, no, yeah, we do have lethal. We have 10 damage coming at them. Still forces them to have it or die, I guess. Mikey J being a replacement to my brother right now. The Shredder number 3. Alright, dig. I don't know what you're digging for, but go find it. Cool. We're 2-0. Alright, just a quick flash for all of you to want to see what the deck looks like. This is the deck we're running. It's nothing is more than 2 CMC. Were you going to remove in the deck for Hex Catcher? I removed basically Sveilun. I have a few builds. This is the first, or I wouldn't say, this is actually the third one, but it was the one I'm most interested in. You know any ways of cheating counters on Ether Vial? Proliferate? Digging for Fury? Oh yeah, maybe they have Fury. True story. Okay, we're gonna go back. Hopefully you got your screenshot in. Won the die roll. The hand is awkward, but we'll keep it. Do you know what? Like, if we're up against Tron, maybe it's good. We have 2 C's effects. Why Benthic Biomancer? To increase the number of 1-drops to maximize on Hex Catcher. Not that I like Benthic Biomancer, but it is what it is. Okay, now what do I do? Charge! And then play more 1/1s. Please do not Fury me. Don't do it. It's the only mana efficient thing I can do. Sveilun is actually... What the hell? Oh, maybe it's Scapeshift. Oh, that's super terrible. Well, at least it's going to be even, because we'll Spreading Seas the Stomping Ground. Tide Shaper will get bigger, and then we kill a Wren. But... it's not ideal. Valakut. It's been a while. I could even bounce... No, I can't. Yeah, I can bounce my Spreading Seas with Otawara at some point and then replay it on Valakut. Anyway, our hand's now terrible. We have an 18 land deck and we drew a bunch of lands. Chandra, welcome. Would you like to nuke one of my creatures? Yes, you would. And I drew another effing land. This is where Benthic Biomancer is supposed to come in. Come back and hit your stomping ground. You're gonna have no green mana at all. Nothing. Take that green mana. Watch a video today of Demolition Ranch giving his friends gifts. Okay, what are you gonna do with all that red mana? Not play Primeval Titan, that's for sure. You may play a card you own from outside the game. Maybe a land? Anger the Gods? Did you tap your mana properly? Dwarven Mine? I wonder if it's Anger the Gods and they screwed up. They have 2 islands here, which means we're still gonna lose our stuff next turn. Search for tomorrow. Okay, this is interesting. Creatures, something, anything, please. I'm running on empty here. Get the F out of here. Well, for all I know, it's even. But Valakut's going to be online 1, 2, 3, 4. It's not close. No, it is sort of close because they have the Search for Tomorrow coming off soon. And I'm... What is this deck? Ren and 6 mana. It's a Scapeshift. Good old classic Scapeshift. Yeah, so much for my 18 land deck. What the hell was that? What do they wish for? A second Valakut? Well, it's not nothing. Alright, let's attack for 2. I'll hit the Stomping Ground. They'll still be far from... They're not, I mean... They can't Scapeshift at all with no green mana. Yeah, Shuffler forgot to shuffle. I forgot to Mana Weave! Online. Because they need double green for Scapeshift. Oh, there it is. Okay, we dead? I have a feeling we dead. Oh, Primeval Titan. 1, 2, 3. Are we dead yet? It's just 2 mountains, and they don't have 6. If we top deck like a Lord, I think it's fine. Alright, top deck Lord for Winsies? For the Winsies? Oh, I regret not getting a land in play. Then I could top deck Silver Gilladept and play Lord. F me. What an absolute flood out. Even Trickster might have been okay. Hey Nikachu, I made a super chat. Did you see it? I do not see it. Was it for $1? Sometimes the ones for like $1 or $2 don't get seen. I'm really sorry about that. It's the same thing with StreamYard, and it's also the same thing with Streamlabs. The $5 ones always get seen. I don't know what the threshold is. Maybe it's at $3. Yeah, Magic the Gathering Online just absolutely hated us. I'm gonna count this as a win because like if one of these lands is a creature, we're victorious. That's okay if we lose this. It's a win. And we cracked 2 groves too. Is this lethal? Take 6. No, I'm not gonna block. I need this creature. Oh, they had another land. Okay. We're 2-0 so far, but we're 0-1 in this match. Okay, Subtlety is amazing. So is Force and Negation. Dismember might... Okay, first off, Spreading Seas is not that good. I might keep Dismember just for Dryad of the Elysian Grove. Hex Catcher is okay. Especially if they go Wish, Scapeshift on the same turn. Oh yeah, Harbinger's always very bad in this matchup. Yeah, I'll keep this, I guess. I'm not 100% on Dismember. I don't like it. We can dump it with Benthic Biomancer, I guess. If you're using an Apple device for Super Chats, they also snipe 30%. That's why it doesn't show up. Super Chats through browser will prevent that. No, I'm on a Windows computer. You won the die roll. Would you like to play first? Yes, I would. This is like last time. This is not that great of a hand. Yeah, I'm just gonna mulligan. A lot better. But what creature do we keep? I guess we keep the Biomancer. I can dig, and I don't think... And also... Yeah, we'll keep this. It helps us dig. And it'll be a little bit bigger, a little bit better clock. And... Like, if I'm gonna race them, I don't think... The, I don't think hitting their lands or disrupting their land is going to make a big difference. Dwarven Mine to start the game. Trying to think, what is better? Play this Lord first? No, if they play Ren, I'm going to want to play Benthic Biomancer and Hex Catcher. Okay, what's this super chat apparently I missed? Maybe I can see it in my control room. No, I don't see it here either. Explore! To be honest, I don't want them to draw. I don't want them to do anything. But I'm going to hit them for so much damage next turn. Sure. I'm going to go for like the 2-ish, 3-ish turn clock. Yeah, that's fine. It's a bit weird to let some of the ramp spells resolve because, well, it makes Hex Catcher worse, right? Okay, let's hoof them for as much as possible. Or I guess the fastest clock was to put a Lord out and then put Hex Catcher last, so I'm missing out a point on damage here. I didn't put the creatures in properly. or accurately. Are there other Dominia cards being tested? Well, yes, there's tons of cards being tested, but I don't know what else for Merfolk. So they're going to get hit for 7, go to 10. So let's say they play Anger. I can sack Biomancer this. This is going to take 2 more turns. You play a card you own from outside the game this turn. Go for it. What shall that be? Fury, maybe? We shall sack this. It's already working! It's working, chat. $100 will get you a mono blue fairies deck in Pauper. I think they're done for. Do you want to waste our time, or what's going on here? Oh, they do have Fury. Okay, so they get to kill off a Lord. One Lord. Probably this one. Sure. So I only have 5 power in play. Is that lethal? I think that one is lethal. Actually, hold on. Should sack this. Oh, we have 2 Lords. Oh no, this is only 7 damage. Ah, crap. I've screwed that up. Well, maybe that's fine, because they can't shock themselves this turn. I don't think they can combo off this turn either. Or it should be hard. They could play land. Okay, they're cycling. They're looking. They find nothing. They concede. I think the matchup should be good. Like, I think it should be good. No, I definitely want to keep Dismember just in case they hard cast Fury and I have to deal with it somehow. So there, that was a huge win for Hex Catcher. Hex Catcher helped a lot in that matchup. Although, to be honest, I think between counterspells and subtlety, the matchup is pretty good. But I don't have that many counterspells. Like, this Chalice bricks on this matchup. Alright, submit. This hand is awkward. Actually, I might mulligan this. They mulliganed? Maybe I'm going to keep this now. Okay, I'm going to keep this because they mulliganed. So they're going to be a little bit slower because they have 1 card less, and I have 1 card more for Force Negation, but this hand is a bit slow. But I might do something like... I might just go like Lord into... Or maybe Silvergild up and Lord. And pitch Trickster. That is a good draw. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. Merfolk almost hit Wizard there. But this hand's way slower than I want it to be. Sure. Oh, that's an interesting draw. I think I'll play this. Sure again. Oh, they desperately need land. Oh crap, am I in trouble? Okay. Very concerned now. On how many? Oh yeah, they have 1, 2. Oh, they got lands. Okay, so from here, I'm definitely going to just... What is this? Elemental Incarnation? Do I name Elemental with my Cavernous Souls? Maybe not. I probably want to keep my life total at 19 as long as possible. So in this situation, it just looks like I'm just going to go Merfolk aggro. Hit for 3. And then play another Lord next turn. Yeah, 2 Explorers. So I can subtlety one thing and I can force him to get another thing. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sure. I gotta be careful though. Lightning bolt. Stone is that? Oh wow, and they're empty-handed now. So everything is a bolt. So I play Lord next turn. Attack for... Oh no, but they should have bolted first. Well, anyway, I have to counter this. And I guess I'm gonna dump Silvergill Adept so I can play Trickster at end of turn. Yeah, if I draw land. Interesting if they played Bolt on my turn. Hex Catcher. So I attack for what, 7? They go to 5. 1 land does not kill me. Scapeshift kills me. Wish kills me. Whatever. Believe in the heart of the cards. They got a lot of good... we hope they top deck Prime Evil Titan, to be honest, so I can subtlety the damn thing. Okay, so they have a good chunk of top decks, but we are theoretically winning. We are in the position to win. It's just I cannot... I don't see a line where I can definitely win no matter what they do. Oh, did they have a fetch land this entire time? But this is a mountain. 1, 2... Oh, I just figured it was a mountain the entire time. You can't block. You have an island. Oh, I misread that. I thought that was a mountain. But that does give them another turn, right? Well, maybe not, because I can just Trickster this thing if they play a mountain. Yeah, okay. It's over. So I guess what they're... Oh, actually, it's even more awkward for them. Okay, there's a lot of ways of winning here. Oh, force negation. We got it all. Okay, so what do I do? Just attack? See what they do? If they want to do anything at all? Again, they just concede. They concede because if they fetch to kill a lord, then they block the other lord and the other thing still gets in for like... Oh no, it only hits for 2. The fetch was premature. Who cares? We were going to beat them anyway. Yeah, I have an Island Walk, but like they can kill 1 lord, right? They fetch, they go get a mountain, Valakut kills 1, they can block the other lord and and then this Tide Shaper is only attacking for Shouldn't this maybe a 4/4? Or is it the end of the game? Or maybe it's at the end of the game and it bugged out. Yeah, I can do a lot of things. I can block, I can flash in Trickster to tap this thing down, I can play Hex Catcher. Okay, so Alright, we're 3-0. We're 3-0 with this thing. Don't go anywhere. I have to pee. And when I pee, I'll be back. And we're 3-0 so far. You remind everyone that enters the chat. We're 3-0. We are going for a 5-0. And actually, the deck is playing pretty nicely. And Hex Catcher has... I would say Hex Catcher has improved this low-to-the-ground build. I was like saying going aggro is impossible to win, but... Well, I wouldn't say this is complete aggro. There's a lot of interaction in this deck. But at the same time, it's pretty aggro. Okay, I'll be back. Back in a second. I said I was going to be back in a second, and 30 people still leave. No loyalty. Oops. We won the die roll. We're getting lucky with the die rolls. Opponent is playing Yorion. We're going to be up against the real deal stuff. Anyway, we're going to keep this. Opponent says, hi, Merfolk Master. And probably I'm just going to play Lord City. Alright, let's see if this works. Probably not. T-minus, get ripped apart by, I don't know, Fury or something. Attack for 1. With the intention of playing Hex Catcher. At least it's not Utopia Sprawl. Tap the like button if you like to tap your lands. Everyone likes to tap their lands. Except blue players, actually. My opponent says they're looking up the new card. Yep. That means you have Wrenn and 6 in your hand. And you don't want to play right into it. Not a bad decision. Sean says, finally caught you online. Been binge watching since I found your channel a few days ago. Thank you very much, Sean. What do you like so much about my channel, Sean? Tell me. This channel actually changed quite a bit over the last 2 weeks, I guess. Alright, see you later, Twisted. Yeah, now let's hope that they don't have, I don't know, Solitude. Into like Ephemerate or something. More fodder. Alright, we're just waiting to get completely blown out by that Fury, that's all. I'm trying really hard here. I like this channel because it's cool community and very chill but entertaining host. Thank you. It's fun and conversational. Yes, it is. Oh no, my opponent is tapping lands. They're doing things. Don't do things. How about do not? Oh! I'll take that! I have no idea what the problem was, but I'll take it. Did they fail to find? Did they have a very unlucky hand? Okay, we're up against some elemental deck, so we want subtlety. Force Negation's not bad either. Let's see how much space we have available. I'm gonna keep Dismember for... maybe I don't. Yeah, we're gonna keep... Yeah, we have to keep Dismember for Omnath. Okay, so I could bring in Force Negation, because hitting Ren and Teferi is not bad, and if you randomly hit a Unholy Heat or Prismatic Ending at the right time, it could be fine too. One drops suck, but maybe they're okay. Harbinger is quite terrible. Very bad in this matchup. Okay, we'll take out Harbinger. I don't really like 2-for-1ing myself in this matchup, but whatever, I guess. We're gonna do what we gotta do. Is Hex Catcher looking usable? It looks very usable in this matchup, in this deck. 5-0 is possible if you can avoid 8-rack. I wish I could play against 8-rack all day. Unfortunately, we have to mulligan this. Don't like that. Yeah, I just don't want to make any risky keeps when we have the Vancouver mulligan. Yeah, we can keep this. I'll dump Tide Shaper, I guess. Go Hex Catcher into Hex Catcher. Please don't kill him. Please don't do it. I'm 1-0 in this match so far, and I am 3-0 in the league overall. Haha, you made my Tide Shaper bigger. Ren and 6 has no power here. Why is this a plus ability? What sense is that? Who came up with that crazy idea? I guess we play... No, we can't play Hex Catcher because it'll just die. To Ren. I guess we could, then if it goes down and kills Ren, it's not the end of the world. Or sorry, if the Hex... They'll take them each other down. If I knew what their hand was, you know, it'd be really good if I knew what their hand was, I could just go to their face and ignore this stupid thing. Okay, that does not do a whole lot right now. I mean, it slows the game down, which is what they want, but it's not the end of the world. Look at that, it drew 2 cards. How dare you? So what's worse, you or you? You know what I can do? Okay, hold on. Let's attempt to kill Ren. And then I'll just play a Hex Catcher. And then I can, in theory, interact with, I don't know, something. Jason says, I love your daily content. Wish I could play 8-rack. Just love your 8-rack. I assume we're lost here. Ren got so much value. And that's all it has to do. There's an Omnath. Not the end of the world, but not lovely. Okay, I actually like drawing that. That's coming at a good time. Okay, let's empty our hand. Actually, we have to really hope that they don't have subtlety. Sorry, not subtlety, solitude. So this is attacking for more damage, so this will go at face. This will go at Teferi. Okay, so we have a chance. If they don't go off this turn, we have a chance. And so far, it's not over just yet. It might be over, but it's not over just yet. I think it's a little obnoxious that they get so much mana so easily for just one fetch land. That should have been the third oh, I don't know. I don't know what should have been the third ability. That thing has a lot of abilities. Leyline Binding, Flash. Here's the battlefield. Exile target non-land permanent opponent controls until Leyline Binding leaves the battlefield. I can do... well, I could try to counter it, but it will be pointless. Not bad. Well, this is getting really greasy. This is getting greasy, opponent. Stop doing this to me. What the hell? They just drew it again. That is funny. Oh, wait a minute. I couldn't counter it. Yeah, because they played Veil of Summer in advance. That was fun. That was very funny, wasn't it? You think you're funny, man? Okay, so, here's some good news. Dismember is actually a good draw. We can dismember this stupid thing. Don't have to deal with this again. Play the Hex Catcher again. Attack for 4. Attack this. Attack Teferi. It's not terrible. This could be a way worse situation. Yeah, they failed to redraw the Teferi. They let it resolve. Redraw Teferi. Okay, they had the backup Omnath. But only one land. Which, I mean, it's good. Alright, come on, Island Walk Lord. Not an Island Walk Lord, but not terrible. So we'll fetch. See if we can get an Island Walk Lord. We do not get an Island Walk Lord. Might as well, I guess we're just going to attack and let them block. Ugh, that feels so bad, though. No, we can just attack with Tide Shaper. There's no point attacking with everything. We have a lot of snow permanents. Evil. And you're not a non-creature spell. You're very much a creature spell. It be dead. Pass. How goes the fight? Well, actually, it's way more of a fight than I thought it was going to be. I thought we were just stone dead from the beginning of the game, but actually, this is more even than I thought it would be. They found Traverse to find anything they want. See, this is the point of the game you don't want to be at. They got themselves a Fury. They must be furious. Okay, maybe we can blow them out. Oh, they are playing around 1. But they might have Fem right here. No, I guess not. Am I dead? I'm technically dead. I don't know this song. It's not the right mood. I don't think this song is the right mood either, but I feel better listening to it. Hold on, we can put the bot thing back here. Where's the bot? Can we see the bot? Yeah, the bot's back. Ew. Here, you can see I'm up a game 3-0. Hold on. Okay, I'll concede. I'd like to get through one more league. Or, I don't know, maybe this is gonna be my only league for today. I don't want to change anything. Just dawned on me that maybe Spreading Seas is a little bit better than I think in this matchup. I'm still not gonna bring it in. Stall off Omnath. Damn, these 1-mana hands. At least we'll have Hex Catcher up for turn 2 Ren, if that matters. Where's Feilun? Not in the deck. No room. Clunky. I think honestly in this matchup I'd rather race. I don't want to play a long game. I'd rather like just sort of race tempo out. Like hopefully they don't have Fury. You can play around Fury anyway. So I have a lot of options here. I can play Trickster end of turn. I can play Hex Catcher. Just in case they have Mystical Dispute, I'm not going to do anything. Also, I have no incentive to, like, put stuff on the board when they can Fury the hell out of me anyway. Aha! Playing around my Hex Catcher, are you? Sort of worked. Interesting. Force negation changes a little bit. Okay, we're gonna Solitude, which is fine. Oh, I see. So the Hex Catcher leaves, and now they can ephemerate. It's too bad. Then I guess the appropriate line was to just attack? Maybe. Okay, I'll just pass. Do I force negate this? I think I do. Oh, well that's not good. Okay, so we're just Thank you very much for the game. Moving on. Not coming back. All right, going on to our 5th and final round of this league. Just to be clear, honestly, I think we got bad hands there. I think it's a bad matchup anyway, but our hands were very, very poor because we had a heavy 1-drop deck. Ether Vial and all our 1-drops, I think, are not perfect, but they would have been nice to overload our opponent very early on in the game and make use of Hex Catcher. Like, put a lot of pressure on the Ren and 6s, put a lot of pressure on the Ephemerates. So I think it's a bad matchup, but I think the way I've built the deck gives it a little bit better than usual of a chance. All right, we lost the die roll in this one. Have you considered making MTG Arena content? I have made MTG Arena content, and I just don't have enough time. I like to specialize in formats, and I just don't have enough time to play, like, all the formats. Like, I don't play Pioneer. I try to play at least one format competently, and Modern is my favorite one. But I think I'm going to be moving more heavily into Pauper, because I really like that deck in Pauper. Do you play Svelune, Sea and Sky in this deck? No, there's no Svelune in this one. Is this the real Nikachu? Yes, it is. This is an awkward hand, but we'll keep it. This could turn out good. All right, it's turning out good already. It appears that we're up against an Amulet deck, because I don't know any other deck that would play Saga turn 1. Actually, this could still be pretty poor. They could get, like, a Dryad out. So being on the draw here, we're in a lot of trouble. I think this is going to be a good matchup, though, given how I've constructed this deck. This is Nikachu. Oh, look, they don't have any disgusting Karoo mana, so alright, so this is gonna be okay. Our start is gonna be pretty good. Because we can Spreading Seas this, they get nothing out of it. And we have a relatively aggro hand. And we have actually a good chunk of interaction versus a Titan itself. So they have no more lands or nothing that they want to play, so we're gonna really steal this. Okay, so in this case, we have to be as aggro as possible. And I guess that means playing a Lord, and then just playing a Harbinger for nothing. Oh, they found a land, but it's the worst one. I'm assuming that does nothing? Based on how they played the first few turns of the game. I sort of want to save the Trickster for the turn that they play Primeval Titan. Okay, I'll attack with everything. If they block Benthic Biomancer, we can pump it up. If they don't, that's fine too. Sure. Yeah, they did nothing. Yeah, we'll play Biomancer and pass. Like, I can Trickster and bounce something. Okay, just play land and concede. Greedy Keep. Alright, so we have everything. All these cards are good. And we have, like, max damage type of deck. Take out Harbinger. Take out maybe... maybe I'll keep Spreading Season. Take out Silver Gill Adept. Dismember is good for the Dryad of the Elysian Grove. I have to take out 2 cards. Okay, we'll take out 2 Cs. Yeah. Perfection. It's actually really perfect. And the Hex Catcher will be actually really good. So if they Summoner's Pact at 6 mana, we just counter with 1 creature. They pay the 1. They can't even play Primeval Titan until next turn. How did everyone know this was CGI Virtual Nikachu? What is Hercule's Recall for? Hammer Time, General Affinity decks. Nikachu VTuber. When? You know, very early on in my streaming career, I highly considered getting one of those, like, VTuber, what's it called? Avatars. But it seemed like too much work to set up, so it just never happened. In an alternate reality, like, I'm a VTuber, like, during gameplay. But for any other discussion type stuff, I would not be. I thought it was so cool when I saw some of them. I still think it's cool. And, like, those VTubers are super popular. A Merman VTuber, yeah. From what I hear, it's hard to get, like... It's mostly, like, girl avatars, you know? Were you ever a pro player or even considered being one? I was a bronze pro for a year. So technically I was a pro player at one point. And I didn't consider... I only accidentally got into it. I had no intention of becoming a pro player. I have no interest. I do not care. It is a complete waste of your time and life to try to become a VTuber. Sorry, not VTuber. To be a pro Magic player. Not VTuber. My apologies to the VTuber community. But, like, yeah, it's a complete waste of time being a pro player. It's just a, yeah, it's just a big, like, it's a huge time sink and money sink, and there's no reward at all. Man, there's just no lands in this deck. I don't know, maybe I should go up to 19 lands. I can't keep any of my starting hands. We've mulliganed so much. I can keep this. This hand is decent. I might keep the lands. Or do I... Okay, definitely keep. Oh, this is a tough one. Do I prefer paper or online? I guess it's more satisfying to win in paper. Even though the competition is always weaker. So if I keep the 3 lands, Subtlety becomes more hard castable. But the curve is awkward. Because going Benthic, like, Benthic into Lord is ideal. I guess that's what we'll do. And we'll just use Subtlety as a... Like, this is just the perfect clock. Then we'll just use this as a... Sure. As a way of dealing with a Primeval Titan for 1 turn. That's not bad. It's actually not bad. Because then I can crack the Waterlog Growth for value. Although this is technically a slower clock, but maybe... It also gives me a chance of actually casting Subtlety. I could take the Vial up to turn 5. But we'll see what happens. Have you ever streamed on Twitch? If so, what do you like most about streaming on YouTube? I think more people are... I used to stream on Twitch, and I made a big switch, not like or I guess a year ago, a little less than a year ago, to move to YouTube, because you guys are more loyal. And honestly, I thought you guys would pay more money while I would stream. You guys don't donate anything while when I stream gameplay. Twitch, hands down, pays more for playing the game Whereas on YouTube, I get almost nothing. But when we have discussion type streams, I get paid way more than on Twitch. It doesn't even come close. But actually, I like that YouTube helps me. Like, YouTube they're looking out for me. They wanted me to be successful, whereas on Twitch, they don't give a crap. They really don't care. The algorithm on Twitch sucks. And I have way more views here on YouTube. I have like 108, unannounced stream, 184 views. How dare you, you son of a bitch. All right. The bonus is I get a land, so we can actually hardcast the subtlety. We're still playing things on curve, though, people. We're still playing things on curve. Might help that Coffin MTG is a wider range of audience interest. Fine, here you go. Thank you very much, Jose. You don't have to super chat, though. I mean, like, if I really wanted the money from gameplay... Like, anyway, there's a lot of things. You guys are more devoted here on YouTube. I know everyone who's here is watching, whereas on Twitch, there could be a good chunk of bots. There could be a good chunk of people who are just lurking in the background and watching someone else's stream. At least if you're lurking in the background, you're listening to my stream. I know that. Or I'm relatively confident that you are. What's next? What are you gonna do? If you play what's its face, you'll give me Island Walk, Dry to Delasian Grove. And also, like, lots of bots on Twitch notice more on raids. I had some streams with 100 viewers, then some with like 10. Wow, they're just coming out with all the hate, all the interaction. This is rudeness to the max, but they're stuck on mana, so it's okay. All is forgiven. Spreading Seas! How close are they to playing Primeval Titan? Pretty close. Okay, we'll attack with our Benthic. If they block, we'll pump it up. Actually, if they don't block, we'll pump it. If they don't block, we'll pump it up too. I'm gonna dump that Dismember because we need this blue card for subtlety. You have 5 mana. Like, it's not terrible that this is on the board. I don't have the greatest clock at the moment. It's gonna come back next turn anyway. How do you know I'm not a bot? Also, I find the chat is way more active on YouTube, because there's less bots here. If I let resolve, you get to play 2 of these, if you have it. Why wouldn't you, like, play this earlier? Or do you just top deck this dumb thing? So you don't have Primeval Titan, because you would have played the Primeval Titan already. Okay, I think I'm gonna let it resolve. I think it helps our clock a little bit better, because this has Island Walk now. And I can now hard cast this. So I can chip in for 3 for a little while. Ooh, I have 2 of them. Oh, that's almost GG. That's basically GG. I'm calling it now. Calling it. It's GG. Oh yeah, wait on Hex Catcher. There's no point getting it. It's too expensive. I don't even know if I want to do anything. Do I have any reason to increase my clock? Not really. Oh my god, it's a lock. I heard that someone said somewhere that 90% of Twitter is bots. Maybe not 90%, but like a lot of social media is bots. Why don't I swing with Master? Because it doesn't give itself Island Walk, so. This is just Don't draw lands challenge. Yeah, you're the... impossible. I think I'm just gonna do nothing. Still do a whole lot of nothing. You know what? Actually, last turn I could play Subtlety. That was free. Because then I put my opponent down to 4 and then killed him next turn. Other than Merfolk and Modern, what are your other favorite decks in the format? Nothing. Oh, maybe Fairies. Okay, so we will counter this thing. That is nasty. Okay, I'll still do nothing. Yeah, getting bullied by a Benthic Biomancer, one turn at a time. Last turn it was pointless to play Subtlety, because now I could play it on this turn, which I might not still. Here comes the Primeval Titan, or something. Oh god, is it Turn Timber? Did I screw up? The Walking Ballista? What is this? Cultivator Colossus. Can't be countered! But can get beaten by this. Show me Subtlety. I will gladly show you Subtlety. Alright, we did it. Alright, we went 4-1! Not bad for the debut of this particular version of the deck. Interesting, interesting. Alright, so this is not terrible. Actually played really well. If there's one thing I'd change, though, I'd probably add another land. I'd probably just go like one Benthic Biomancer down, one island or something, because I mulliganed way too much. I mean, it's been a long time. Maybe this deck still favors... Or maybe this is just how the deck plays. You just mulligan a lot and it's just super threat dense. I don't know.